Welcome back to BT12 set review, and it's time to do breakdown on the blue cards. There are a lot of red cards, but considering Booster Across Time features several main characters, well, a lot of them happen to be red. Luckily for blue, it's just Davis Motomiya. As always, if you enjoy these types of videos, do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell for more future content. Blue adds some cards we have yet to see, while also repeating others that we've repeatedly seen. Vemon is the sole blue baby of the set. Another uncommon egg, this Digimon has a when attacking effect of once per turn. If you have a green Digimon in play, draw one. While not like Vemon that draws if your Digimon has jamming, putting out a green body is more likely to happen if and only if you have Maelstrom and higher. However, this could be a potential egg that you could use with janky Grand Kuwagamon builds, since you know it's a free attribute. But now it's time to move to the rookies, and Otama is the first blue rookie of the set. Although there are red variants, this is the first blue Otama with a variation of source stripping. Instead of you attacking when your opponent attacks, you trash the bottom source of one of their Digimon. Different from you having to usually do the attack, which gives you a little protection from your own Digimon having to do battle. Swimmon adds a fish Digimon to fish decks in general, but this card is more of a sealed card. And lastly, Vemon Returns as yet another incarnation. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add one Digimon with Imperial Dramon or a Digimon with free in its traits, and a Tamer with Davis Motomiya in its name. This is one of the first Vemons that can search for not only Imperial Dramon related components, but the Davis as well. It's interesting that it includes Davis Motomiya, meaning BT8's combo tamer is a viable target as well. But hey, if Rina and her Vemon get the treatment, why not this boy as well? This Digimon also introduces the first end of turn DNA effect for this archetype, meaning you can now go into that Maelstrom or Dino Beam on end of turn, even if you don't have the memory. Moving to level 4s, the first one to go over is X-Vemon. This Digimon provides you a memory gain when you DNA Digivolve and gives your Digimon jamming, if it has Imperial Dramon in its name, or free in its traits. But in comparison to EX1X-Vemon, I kind of like my Digimon having jamming. But as formats continue to advance, attack redirects have become more prevalent and built into Digimon, making the option of attacking first not as possible. Geckomon finally makes its first appearance, though I somewhat expected more. This Digimon has an identical inheritable to Otama, but this again feels lackluster. The last two level 4s are Ranamon and Calmaramon, giving Blue Hybrid a total of 8 members to play with. Ranamon lets you place level 3 Digimon under one of your blue Digimon, but surprisingly the text does not specify it must be a blue level 3. Doing this does give your Digimon jamming for the turn. While Ranamon places level 3 Digimon underneath, Calmaramon specifically plays blue level 3 Digimon without paying their play cost. An interesting tactic to slot certain card effects and then simultaneously build wide. In the meantime, I think there were some interesting elements you could do with Magna Garurumon and Strabimons. Shogun Geckomon when Digivolving lets you place a level 5 or lower blue Digimon underneath this Digimon to trash 2 Digivolution sources from the bottom of 2 of your opponent's Digimon. Assuming x-antibody isn't prevalent, which it might be, this will only strip one source if x-antibody is present. All turns once per turn when a Digivolution card is trashed, gain 1 memory. For his first appearance, it again feels very lackluster. Mermaidmon has an on-play and when Digivolving effect that lets you place one of your other blue Digimon under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card and gain 2 memory. Honestly, I currently don't see this used in many decks other than an Aegistramon related deck for tucking sources back in to be played again. But I still think this card is gimmicky and predominantly sealed, although Ancient Mermaidmon might give more reasoning. But now, the jump to real power comes in play. All-Force V-Dramon X-Antibody can Digivolve from All-Force V-Dramon for 1. But the best part is, it's when Digivolving effect lets you either unsuspend this Digimon or one of your blue Tamers. Its all turns once per turn effect now allows you to bounce one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand if you have a blue Tamer, which is easy, or All-Force is underneath this Digimon. This will be a massive upgrade to All-Force decks considering the cost and DP body of this Digimon are identical to that of the All-Force V-Dramon from BT11. The last Mono Blue level 6 is Ancient Mermaidmon, the ancient Digimon of the Water Spirit. When Digivolving, play one blue Digimon with Hybrid, Aqua, or Sea Animal in its traits without paying its memory cost. And on deletion, play a level 4 or lower Digimon with Hybrid in its traits without paying its memory cost. Overall, I think Ancient Mermaidmon is great for a sealed format, but I'd probably stick with Aigastramon instead. For Tamers, Davis Returns is a 3-cost Tamer that at the start of your main phase gains you 1 memory if you have a Digimon with Free or a Tamer with Kenichi Joji in its name in play. Your turn, when one of your 2-color blue and green Digimon attacks, you can suspend this Tamer and Digivolve it into a Digimon card with Imperial Dramon in its name in your hand for its Digivolution cost. So hypothetically, say you DNA Digivolved into starter deck Paildramon. 2 checks, but as you swing into security on the second swing, you can use this Davis to simultaneously Digivolve into the new Imperial Dramon for a cost of 3, which has an effect that unsuspends it and suspends one of your opponent's Digimon. Another swing could yield some fun shenanigans going into Imperial Dramon Fighter mode from BT8, which does the exact same thing. A 4-swing potential in 1 turn. As for option cards, there are 2 options in the form of V-Laser, a 3-cost option card, and Great Maelstrom, a 9-cost option card. V-Laser lets you trash the top 3 Digivolution cards from one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a green Digimon in play, you may play 1 level 4 or lower blue Digimon with Free in its traits without paying its memory cost. Basically, if you happen to have Stingmon out and a Memory Fixer Davis, you play this card, trash important inheritables, and then play Vemon to DNA. I personally prefer options that remove threats altogether instead of targeting the sources. Great Maelstrom is interesting in that when you would use this card, you can place 1 blue Digimon under your other blue Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card and reduce the cost by 3. Meaning if you have 2 blue Digimon out, you could use Great Maelstrom to put one under the other, and pay only 6 memory to return 1 Digimon to the bottom of the deck. While expensive, I love this effect. It's not restrictive on level, nor is it restrictive on DP. Meaning just about anything could get bounced to the deck. Although I had discussed Final Crossblade, which is definitely more of a win more card, you could use Gaia Force instead. Both are great forms of removal, even in a sealed setting. But in general, Blue offers primary support for Blue Hybrid, Full Force, and Imperial. Is it back? We'll see. With the restriction of Greymon X, maybe trashing Digivolution sources won't be as necessary. But all in all, I think there are some sealed cards that could be very useful. But with only 1 blue Tamer, means Hybrid for game isn't quite as easy unless you happen to pull Davis. For this episode, I did not cover Paildramon and the Imperial Dramon cards because they're multicolored. But in some ways, I like some of the cards, but not all. What are your thoughts on the mono blue cards? Let me know your thoughts as I continue my adventure and analysis of BT12 across time. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.